Hey friends, me again. So I decided that the second video technically, should just be some basics on the Bible and how to study the Bible. While I am definitely here to share my insights and my interpretation and my wisdom, I also want to equip people who want to maybe do some research on their own to be able to do that. So I wanted to share a couple of my favorite Bible study tools from over the years. Some things that I just think are helpful along the way if you decide you want to take more of this journey on for yourself and you needed a recommendation. So, the first thing I recommend is a really good Bible. Like, if you're new to this, I always go for teen Bibles, and in particular, teen study Bibles. This one is from Zondervan. It's actually their new teen study Bible. They have a girl version and a boy version. But it has so many great little tools and tips in there if you're new to this thing. And a lot of people will shrug their shoulders at something that's made for teens. But my thing is this: if it's made for kids, they're probably breaking it down in ways that they're not going to break it down in ones made for adults. So I am an advocate. I'm a strong advocate of teen study Bibles. I had an opportunity to review this one and write a blog about it. And I really, really just liked it. And so it has just a lot of really cute little tidbits in there. Like I said, this one's made for girls. It is the NIV True Images Study Bible for teen girls. But any study Bible is going to be a great tip. A great tool to use in this journey, because it's going to give you more information, more insight, more wisdom, give you more resources to study beyond what you have in front of you. And I think those are great things if you're really trying to study the Word of God. If you're questioning whether or not this is something you even really want to believe in, and there are a ton of websites on both sides, this book was an amazing book early on in my faith journey. The Case for Faith by Lee Strobel. He was an atheist, he was a reporter, and he went out to prove that faith wasn't real, that Christ wasn't real. And in the process of using journalistic study and technique, it brought him to a place of faith. He's now a pastor. So any of his books, he has The Case for Faith, The Case for Christ, and I want to say there's a third one, but The Case for Faith is just a really great one if you're new to this faith thing and you don't even know if you believe yet. Once you decide that maybe you do believe and you just kind of want to get just some help in studying, again, teen tools are awesome. This one I've had for years, but any version of something like this was the student guide to the Bible, but I'm sure they have a plethora of versions now. I probably bought this in like 2006, 2007 when I was in high school ministry, but it gives a breakdown of each chapter, of who the author is, of what the main idea is, the most popular verse. It gave like Bible references for different topics. And it doesn't really tell you what to think, which I think is great. It just gives you information to inform your opinion. The last one, if you are maybe a little bit further along in your faith, but you're trying to understand some other ones and you want to see how they compare to Christianity, this book is amazing. Worldviews. It gives you the world's biggest faiths. I think it's like the top 8 or 9 faiths, if I remember correctly, and all of the basic tenets of what they are, what they believe, what they stand for. And it gives you a comparison, contrast to Christianity. So again, if you're in a place of exploring, another wonderful tool to help you figure out where you stand. So those are my quick tips and tools to help you figure out this Bible thing before we get started with the Bible stories. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them all or point you to a place where you can find some answers.